Alright, what is up, y'all? We are here today for the GUU, the Global Ubers Union, Week 2, and Week 1, actually. And you know what? I keep hearing people say it's the GUU. I'm going to call it the GUU. So I think we can all convene and be like, we're just going to call it the GUU. I think as a team, that's what we need to do, is everybody is just going to refer to it as the GUU. And honestly, the mascot should be Gumi. Like, listen, I ain't here to critique people's leagues and shit, but it should be a Gumi. That's all I'm saying, dude. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know, dude, that's the thing that, you know, when people are like, they want to like act like they're kidding, but they're being serious, is you just make your voice go higher 3 times. Like, that's all I'm saying. You know, that's standard. I'm joking, but not really tone. That's what that is. So we go up against Zombie, who has a pretty scary team because there is, as you can see it on the screen, and also this is going to look a little different on like showing the teams because they do actually show all the speed tiers and whatnot. And I actually don't know why it shows the speed tiers because we play in fucking level 50, not level 100, but it's there, you know. So at least that kind of gives you a reference of, you know, how fast shit is if you're newer to the draft league format and newer to Ubers. So let's jump into it. I am scared of this man's team. He's got a Ho-Oh, he's got a Pheromosa, he's got a Kieran Black, he's got a Mega Diancie. Hey Shaden, are you done listing threats yet? Do you got more scary Pokemon to list off? But basically, one thing that should be noted about this team is that it's looking like a lot of Rayquaza food. Like, to be honest, it really is. So, you know, like we talked about in the draft analysis, that in Ubers leagues, man, I don't fucking play Ubers, dude. I don't. It's just not something that I do. But if I had to come up with a game plan on the spot, it would probably be to assume that the win con every time is going to be, and wait for it, because it's going to surprise you. The win con of your game is going to be your Uber. Which is crazy, right? That's insane, dude. There's fucking feels goo, man. Fucking feels goo, man. That was the title of our draft analysis, so lol. Yeah, so right off the bat, we noticed that Mega Metagross is a fucking threat. You will notice that Mega Metagross has Stealth Rocks on it, which I'm pretty sure is a sin. I'm pretty sure someone's angrily yelling at their screen right now about the fact that I put Stealth Rocks on this fucking Mega Metagross, and about the fact that this is 252. But we actually have some speed ties with with Mega Metagross and Mega Diancie. So even though they would probably be scared of the Bullet Punch or the the Speed Tie hit and the Meteor Mash, Steel Move, anything along those fucking lines, I'm not about to fucking sit here and lose because I don't actually have Bullet Punch and they Earth Power me or something, you know? So we got Max. Originally, I was looking at more of a Atomize or Rock Polish set, but I do need Stealth Rocks, and fuck it, you know? Fuck it. So Mega Metagross is very, very good versus their team. Pheromosa can't do very much to it. Dude, Ho-Oh's Sacred Fire from Offensive Ho-Oh doesn't even kill us, which is in the fuck insane. So, but, so Scald has a 30% chance to burn, and it's one of those moves that when you see it get clicked versus you, you're like, fuck, I'm getting burned. So Sacred Fire has a 50% chance to burn, so you know, dude, Sacred Fire has such a high chance to burn, it's going to burn me and then the next mon I send out. Like, they could click not Sacred Fire, and it's going to burn them because it's just that effective, you know? So Mega Metagross eats a Sacred Fire, kills with Rock Slide, does a lot of damage to the whole team, and Mega Metagross is one of those mons that, let's see, is it 20? Yeah, 20% of the time, it wins every time. I made that same joke because Sex Panther in our fucking, in our analysis, but 20% of the time, you get the boost and you actually just win the game. So, that's the thing, and you'll notice in the game, there is a turn where I'm like, fuck it, let's go for it. Next, we have a Wakanberry Azumarill. This thing is here to just be generally annoying. And it's close to max HP. It only takes it takes a little bit under half actually from a Fusion Bolt. And if rocks aren't up and the hail isn't up, I actually live the Z Fusion Bolt. I believe Kieran Black is going to be their Z move. Kieran Black and I believe it's Kieran Black and Drapion are their Z users. So we do have to account for all those kinds of things and stuff. I should live if I'm not mistaken. Jet is going to be nice to pick off that Ho-Oh if it comes in. Because Ho-Oh is one of those ones, dude, that has no problem coming in on rocks because it's going to fucking regenerate and be an annoying piece of shit anyway. So, like, we need to have Jet. I need to be able to pick that thing off. I'm not Belly Drum, but we're still running Play Rough and Knock Off. Play Rough is just solid versus the team. He doesn't switch into it very well. And then Knockoff is going to be nice because there is things like Rotom Wash, things like Donphan, things like Decidueye that don't appreciate being knocked off. And then I do want to be able to hit Necrozma super effectively because even though there is going to be that chance of the weakness policy fucking Totemize set, if I can hit it super effectively, that means I won't miss Play Rough, you know? Then, last but not least, we have Facade, which is going to be kind of clean, honestly, just to be able to, because this thing deals with Ho-Oh relatively well, so at least we can take a Sacred Fire and then still be able to hit stuff with Facade so that we're not completely neutered to the point to where Azumarill is useless. Next, we have the Wincon himself, Me, the Rayquaza with the Lumberry, Extreme Speed, Dragon Dance, Earthquake, Outrage. Again, 252 to 52 because we have to speed tie with his base 95 mons, which are going to be Kyurem Black, and I think Ho-Oh's base 90, but when there's a Kyurem Black, you gotta speed tie with it. I know I have extreme speed, but shit, dude, it's fucking Kyurem Black. This thing's bulky, so it's not gonna die to just a regular old extreme speed. The plan is to set up spikes, and then set up the Veil, and then just be able to D-dance something's face. And this is actually nice because with the Lumberry, I can D-dance in front of Rotom, so even though Icy Wind is a thing, I'm not too scared of it, or Hidden Power Ice or something, but with the Lumberry, at least I can eat the Wisp, and then not really be scared of it. And then also Lumberry is cool because if I am able to DD for free, then I can spam Outrage, and I can just eat my Lumberry, and then go about my day and not have to worry about being confused, you know? So, noteworthy calcs for this, fucking, if rocks are up, even if it's, even if it's the set in the calc where it's close to max defense Rotom Wash, fucking Outrage at +1 still drops it. So like if it's at 88% or less, there's a good chance that I just drop that motherfucker on his neck, which is hilarious. Because can you imagine like this Ubermon at +1, and then there's all these just like lower tier like things that would normally check the shit out of just normal mons, but then there's a Rayquaza here with a fucking 150 base attack, so it's like, what the fuck do I do? So yeah, it honestly just wins the fucking game if I can get it set up. And to help with that, we have a Choice Scarf, offensive, right? Offensive, Alolan Ninetales. Honestly, I just figured, like, it's week 1, and I know I'm going to be bringing Veil a lot, but, like, I don't really care, if that makes sense. I want to bring Scarf, I want to bring Young Freeze Dry it tight here, and I want to get some kills, because this is going to be nice to hit that Metagross on the switch in with the Dark Pulse. Metagross is actually kind of a threat to my team. Freeze Dry is going to be nice, pretty neutral coverage versus everything, and it'll hit that Rotom Wash super effectively, obviously. We got Moonblast, which is also pretty free versus this team. Only Metagross resists it, and then obviously we got Veil. Even though it'll only be 5 turns, Veil is still going to be important, so we can always do that. Next, we have, you know, sometimes you change a set back and forth 43 times, and then when you get into the game, you're like, fuck, I should have been the other thing. But this was Aqua Berry, this was the fucking Flying Berry, this was Focus Sash. I kept fucking changing this Roserade around. I ended up just leaving it on Yache Berry to be able to live like an Ice Beam from like a Pheromosa or something. But then I realized I die to U-turn from Pheromosa, so like there's no fucking point in even having this Yache Berry. I should have just been Sash and not ruin this whole thing, but this was going to be our designated lead, so it definitely should have been Sash, but stupid in the brain, so fuck it. But basically this guy is here to put up spikes. Sash Pheromosa is a thing that could be a thing, Sturdy Donphan is a thing that's a thing, any chip on Necrozma and Metagross is always nice, so, you know, things and stuff, dude. And listen, I don't care who says what, ain't nobody switching in their Mega Diancie on a fucking potential Leaf Storm, dude. A Grass Draco, bro? You're gonna switch in your rock type on a Grass Draco? Doubtful. Fucking doubtful. We also have the Natural Cure because we didn't actually have Hidden Power. This whole set started out with Technician boosted Hidden Power Rock, but you can't get Hidden Power Rock unless you have 30 Speed IVs, which means we wouldn't Speed Type with the Ho-Oh, and we would just die to this fucking Sacred Fire Brave Bird anyways. So, don't you just love it when a plan comes together and then falls right apart? Good golly. And it's been 10 minutes. Fuck. Last but not least, Scarf at Munley. I want to outspeed things and get the spin off. I want to high jump kick and kill things. I want to knock off if I don't want to miss, and then, you know, hit that Decidueye, and then Rock Slide to be able to hit that Ho-Oh. So basically, if all else fails and Metagross or Rayquaza doesn't win, this can clean up late game. Anybody want to take a guess how much Reckless high jump kick does to Pheromosa? It's all of it. It's all one entire Pheromosa dies to Reckless High Jump Kick. Okay, fucking so much damage, dude. And after like rocks and a spike, I think there's a chance for it to die to Rock Slide depending on how much HP investment. But Pheromosa's so fucking fast that it's usually gonna have like 100 HP or something anyways. Even though it doesn't matter, you can probably just invest that in attack or special attack. You kind of have to, you know, at least have the thought in your head that it could have some HP. So with that being said, let's jump into the battle. Here we are. You can see, well, you could see for a second, but you can see that they basically brought what we expected. There is some things and stuff, and I'm gonna have this muted. Let me know if you prefer the music or if you just like good old fashioned, you know, just fucking VGR or Matt Houston in the background. But they're gonna leave. Also, I should probably mention too. This is gonna be from our opponent's perspective because your boy hasn't had a Wi-Fi battle in a moment, and I forgot to save the replay. So my bad on that one, but. We lead off with a Roserade, which isn't even fucking Focus Sash, and they have fucking Ho-Oh. So, if it was a speed tie, we win it. I don't think it was, because I think it ended up being bulky. But Sacred Fire is just gonna fucking... Dude, Sacred Fire kills an entire garden of Roserades. Dude, Ruby Roserade fucking drops like a sack of potatoes. Goddamn. So, now we can send in Crispin Wall. We're going to go for that Crippler Crossface, dude. Crippler fucking Crossface. And Spectrum's going to be forced to switch out. Now, I didn't want to play around with this thing. I just went for fucking Rock Slide, dude. I didn't really see... Like, I figured either this or the Rotom was going to be the switch-in. So, there wasn't really a point of predicting and going for Rocks, because Rotom has Defog and this has Rapid Spin. So, it's like they're just going to get it away anyways. I might as well just go for the Slide and get some damage off, see what item it's going to be when it comes in. So... Rock Slide comes out, it does nuck and futhing, and we see that Donphan is going to be lefties. Thankfully, the spike is up, and, you know, so it's not going to be taken to its dirty by the lefties. So, I'm positive they're clicking Stealth Rock or Rapid Spin this turn, so I'm going to stay in and mash, and I was like, if I can get that fucking mash 20% boost, I might just win this whole game right now. We don't get it, because, you know, why would it be that easy? But, Mega Metagross does do a sizable chunk of damage. Now, I don't think they're definitely not in range, so I'm not going to go for it again. We're going to go hard out into Isdeath on that there Earthquake, if you want me to sound like my relatives. And Ninetales is Scarf, so I don't really need HP on this. I just need it to be alive. So I'm going to just switch it in. We got an offensive team, so that's, you know, shit happens. But now, Dumbo's going to take some chip and then get the lefties, and that is in range, dude. If he is up, if it's like max HP, with some Spadef, Moonblast has a chance to not kill, so I'm gonna just say fuck it and click Freeze Dry, I think. So they can bring in the Ho-Oh, and this is one of those classic cases of what the fuck do I switch into this Ubermon? You know, what the fuck do I want to die to Ho-Oh, basically. So I'm definitely keeping this though. The Wakan Berry on Azu is going to be fucking useless after this, but at least we eat one. And they're actually going to go for the Substitute, which is fucking fine with me. That's a good play because that means they don't have to predict. They don't have to go for a Sacred Fire when they would have rather gone for a Brave Bird. But I can go for the Jet here and break the sub, and then we're going to take a tit load from this here Brave Bird that they're going to go for. Honestly, I probably would have clicked fucking Sacred Fire here just for tits and gigs. But Brave Bird was fucking fine with me. That means I don't have to rely on Facade. So, Brave Bird is going to do like I said, a fucking chunk to me, but you know, that's better than being burned, and it's better than just straight up dying. So, gets Jimmy buffeted, and I'm going to get Jimmy buffeted by the hail. And, listen, there's, okay, so I go for Jet, right, so that probably means that they think I'm banded. So I'm going to go for Knock this turn, expecting them to not just click Brave Bird again. I thought they'd bring in Rotom, which would have been nice to get some chip on, but they're actually going to bring in the Kyurem, which means that they weren't scared of me going for Play Rough. They probably thought I was banded. So we're going to knock off that Babiri Berry, which is cool, because now Metagross definitely kills with Meteor Mash. So I'm just going to prevent this thing from going for like a Workup or a Home Claws or a Sub. I'm going to just click Play Rough. We don't really need Azu too much anymore. So Azu's going to die through the Wakan Berry, which is to be expected. We only lived if we're at above half or so. So fuck it. Azu goes down, but you did good, Tuel. You did a good job. Now we go into Crispin Wall, and it's time to claim a motherfucking kill, bro. It's time to get a kill. There's a Rotom right there. I'm clicking Stealth Rock, expecting it or the Donphan to come in. He stays in like an absolute mad lad, and is going to click that Earth Power, but we're very, very bulky boy, and we can always kill it next turn. So it's going to do a little bit under half to us. Over half, my bad. So we're going to Meteor Mash and get the kill. We're going to miss Meteor Mash, which is shitty. But at least they go for the... Okay, see, this is something actually I meant to ask them about. They went for Ice Beam, and the only flying type I have on my team is Rayquaza. So if they thought I had the fucking balls to go hard Rayquaza on a fucking Kyurem Black, like, I don't know, like, Jesus Christ, dude, that is not a play I will ever make. So we'll get him the second time. We fucking miss again, god damn it! And Mega Metagross, aka the thing that beat his whole team, is going to die. And I am sad and angry and just fucking unfortunate. But they still have all 6 Pokemon. I only have fucking 4 Pokemon 3 Pokemon on my team, dude. I'm doing so shitty right now. So I can go for the Moonblast. I can at least get the kill on this here Kyurem, which is, it's just nice, you know. But that means basically that this gets to come in and kill me. So I don't have a good switch into this. I gotta just click Moonblast. But if I do click Moonblast, I'm gonna put it in range of that E-Speed. So this is a Z-Mon. It could potentially be, you know, all that shit. So we're gonna go for that. We're Scarf, so we outspeed no matter what. Poison Jab is gonna come off, and that's gonna take us out. Nothing we can do. It's 5-2. Things are not going well for old Mr. Gristle. So it's at 40 HP. I can go into It-Me, and like I said, they are in range of the Extreme Speed. So this is a weird turn. So it's not like a 50-50, I don't think. It's just, this is my last hope, dude. This is fucking, you know that live Paramore song? This is my last hope, bro. So I have to go for DD. I'm Lum, so if they just Poison Jab and I get poisoned, it's not a big deal. At least I can fucking stay in, and I can kill it with E-Speed the next turn. But they're actually they're gonna fucking swap out, which honestly, Zombie, was nice of you, because it lets me DT for free. And then yeah, dude, I'm +1/+1, and me being +1/+1 and having Stealth Rocks up is a huge fucking problem for Zombie, because just watch. I can go for Outrage. Airlock is going to keep it from taking Chip. So Rotom Wash is going to go down because it took Stealth Rocks damage. I'm not taking any hail damage, which is cool. Dumbo's going to come in, right? And I think what he should have done was Poison Jab in to put me into Ice Shard range, because I don't think I would have been in Ice Shard range, but as you will see, he gets a crit on the Ice Shard, which scared the fuck out of me, man. But at least Dumbo's going to go down. Jesus Christ, it goes down, and that was fucking scary, man. That was fucking scary as shit. So Rayquaza's in here, and I still have Scarf Hitmonlee in the back too. So basically, if I can put everything in range, I can still win even if this dies. So I don't know at this moment in time, but this is a Scarf Drapion, so I actually win the speed tie, which, thank fuck. I think I deserve that for the crit, which doesn't really matter much, but that means I would have been in range of Poison Jab. So like, fuck, dude, you know. We're gonna pop that Lumberry though, which is nice. Eat that big old thick fucking berry, and then he's gonna go into Lusamine. This I was scared of being, like, at matchup, I was like, that's definitely either Scarf or Sash. And at this point in the battle, also, like I said, I didn't know Drapion was Scarf, so I was thinking this could be Scarf. I just go for the Extreme Speed. At +1, it guaranteed kills. Even if they were, like, close to max HP after Rocks, I think fucking drop, dude. So now Ho-Oh's gonna come out, and it's the last mon. Rayquaza versus the world, dude. Rayquaza versus the fucking world! And we're gonna pick up the 2-0 victory versus Zombie, riding on the back of Rayquaza like the end of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, bro. Fucking riding to victory in Deoxys, and we're gonna pick up the 2-0 victory. And honestly, this was a super frustrating game, because I didn't put the wrong item on Roserade, but I ended up having the wrong item for the scenario, which fucking sucks. I got crit on Rayquaza. I missed 2 Meteor Mashes in a row, dude. 2 in a row? Fuck, who the fuck misses 2 in a row? I had the same chance. I had a higher chance to get the boost and win the game than I did to miss 1. So but whatever, dude. I won the game, and I'm not mad about it. God damn it. Why do you guys watch me? Holy shit. But that's going to be our week 1. Definitely definitely check out Zombie. Everyone's links will be down below, but I wanna see their side of the battle so we can see exactly what was going on. But yeah, like, subscribe, do all that bullshit. Once again, this one's a bit rushed too. I'm sorry, guys. I'm in a lifestyle transition right now, so I don't have too much time. But I do appreciate that you still are watching and that I haven't gone down below 100 subs yet because of people unsubbing. So like, subscribe, do all that bullshit. Once again, I appreciate you. Bye forever.